Hello, welcome to the show. This is Hack Hunter, where we review some of the best and worst tattooers that are out there to help educate you, the clients. Now, in this week's episode, Maddie from Gainesville, Virginia wrote in, and she is looking for help finding an artist that could do a color sleeve for her. So we set the team on it, but we had kind of a hard time finding the right artist in Gainesville. So Maddie, if you don't mind driving about 18 minutes, go to Manassas, Virginia, where you'll find this guy. Enter Vannis Orr. Now, you can find him at Exposed Temptations Tattoo, Exposed Tattoo on Instagram. Definitely check him out. They got a wide variety of artists, but my favorite by far was Vannis Orr, and you can check him out on Instagram, VANISORR, 2 R's in there, don't forget. But definitely do your own research. Let me show you the highlights, though. This is the kind of work that I thought he did brilliantly. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to debate whether or not this sort of work would hold up. Now, that's very true. It's something to concern about, but there's a couple of things that come into play. First off, do you have fair skin? That's very, very important. If you have this fair skin type, the paler you are, the better these colors are going to hold up, especially over time. But what really makes a big impact is the health of your skin. Do you have a good diet? Do you moisturize? Are you hydrated? These kind of things are more important overall, but you really need to also find an artist that's good at applying colors and saturating colors well without damaging the skin. And I can absolutely tell throughout his portfolio, he does an amazing job. Look at the texture on that lemon there. Just really, really well done. And I saw quite a few of these throughout his portfolio. You can really see he used a lot of these sort of softer pastel colors instead of using rich primaries. He's using these dull tones. But again, this is a person that has a very fair skin tone. So if you don't have that kind of skin, then overall an artist should be recommending that you go with either more vibrant primary colors or more contrasted off of black kind of colors. But any educated artist would recommend that to their clients for sure. But you can definitely tell throughout his portfolios, even when he uses other color palettes, he's really great at applying them. This is a custom sort of design drawn on tattoo. That's what impressed me about it. You can see how smooth and clean these tiny little wisp lines are just for a simple little pumpkin patch piece. He really elevated it well. And then this one, I don't know what these are, the pomegranates maybe, but anyway, something really cool about this one, it really kind of showed his artistry really well, is he brought the shadow all the way to the line on this one, but this one's more in the foreground, so you see he did what we call a hover shadow right there. You see that? And that's just a simple little trick to kind of give your eye a little bit of knowledge going in that this one's in front of this one, and it really just kind of clarifies a piece. He also did it with the line work here. He did a bolder outer edge on this one because it's in the foreground, but then these ones don't have that bolder outer edge. And so I think another just really cool tricks that I saw in his portfolio really impressed me. This one, of course, you guys know I got to show the Star Wars one. Looks really great. Applying opaque grays is not easy to do. You got to often blend them yourself, and they're usually thick, drier colors. And so when I see somebody do it really well, it's very impressive to me. Here's another angle on this one where you can really see those stormtroopers. Look at the detail he did in there with his liner. Got in there, textured each of their suits really well, but didn't overdo it, so they still had that kind of round, smooth look to them. So I was very impressed by that. Then I came to this kind of work. How cool is this? That an artist who is so good at color work and custom design work also does this sort of fine line pointillism type work. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to zoom in real close here. This sort of style right here where you see this sort of dotted shading, this is line dot shading. What that means is they take an outliner and they slow it down so that when they whip it out, it creates sort of a dotted shadow to it, okay? This is definitely a unique style of tattooing, and it's something that an artist needs to be practiced in. You can't go ask any artist to do this. You really want an artist that knows how to do this well. Now, Maddie was not looking for this type of artist, but it just blew my mind to see that he was such a versatile artist in general. So I just had to showcase some of his other type of work. This one especially, look at how cool that little honey is, how 3D the honey is on the ground there, and then these little cartoon bees with their wings flapping. That is just super cool. You can tell he put in maximum effort there on that tiny fine line detail. A little honeycomb dipper right there with the glare off it. Beautiful, beautifully done work, absolutely. And this is not a giant piece. Look at that. It's on someone's leg, I believe. It's not taking up their whole leg, so he really got in there with those small outliners. And here's another one that shows that. Look at the eyes on that wolf there, and then the grit on the nose and the whiskers. He's really in tune with that fine line stuff as well as the bold lines, so that's really impressive to see. Vannis Orr, an incredibly versatile artist with great application technique, definitely goes on our approved list. Go check him out if you live there in Manassas. All right, stick around for part number 2 where we show an artist that you might want to avoid. Here we go.